Hey guys, it's Lily. I'm your mentor for the 2B Mindset and your coach. And I wanted to just tell you a little bit about me as you're going to be getting to know Alana today. And this is my second time recording this video because I droned on way too long the first time. So I am imperfect. That's something really important you should know about me because I'm a human being just like you. And I have lost my baby weight after all four of my children until number five by implementing the things in the 2B mindset without knowing I was doing the 2B mindset, but by doing my own health journey. I became obsessed with health and psychological mindset health at the age of 18 after being overweight from the age of 8 my whole life and struggling and dieting and always feeling like when I was losing weight and when I was in control of food, really good about myself. And when I wasn't in control of food, feeling like a failure. And that spilled over academically. When I was like in a good place, my academics were better. When I was in a bad place, they were worse. That, confident socially. When I was feeling thinner, I felt more confident with my friends. When I was feeling heavier, I was hiding in my room eating, chocolate and I went to a dorm school. It was really a challenge, and it really, I would say, I can remember my clearest memories. One of my most emotional memories are all around food and losing weight, or trying to lose weight, or conversations about losing weight or being fat, or our bodies in the dorm. So it was a huge part of my life. And unlike Alana, I took the psychology approach. I really felt like it was in a mindset from the beginning. And I wanted to study that and help people to change their mindset around how they live their life and to be more positive. And that all started for me in my year in Israel. So I always associate being in Israel with hope and positivity and fresher ingredients and good things. So it really helped me when we made Aliyah. And I had my first baby in the States, and I regained a lot of weight. And I had to, again, keep implementing those strategies. And some of those strategies are really similar to what you're going to see in the 2B mindset. I tracked my food, and not only did I track my food, but I tracked what triggered my eating. And so if it was really, I love food, and I'm a cook. I'm a chef now also, and I love food. So did it smell really good? Did it taste really good? Did I touch it? It was like passed through my hands. Did I see it in a store window? Did I smell it? And so I'm really aware of how I'm sensitive to my surroundings. And something I really urge you to put in your tracker when you write down what you eat, to really track just what you eat without judgment, and then what triggered you to eat. Because none of these triggers are intrinsically negative. They're just how we're wired and what gets our appetite juices going. And we can control that. So one of the first things I did was learn to cook, because I'm really sensitive to smell and taste. And so if I start sauteing onions and mushrooms, all of a sudden, I want that. If I'm starting soup, that's what I want. But if I start seeing junk food out and about, then that's what I want too. And I'm really easily influenced by images. So I really am careful that also on my Pinterest, also if I watch a cooking show, that there are all kinds of foods that I would want to make. Because I'm very likely to make things or things I read about or see pictures of. So in my house, I have only the kind of cookbooks that are the things I want to make. And that includes desserts. I love to bake, and a few things that I've learned is to just make only enough for what we should be eating at the time. And if I make too much, donate it immediately to the Chayalim or neighbors, but get it out of the house and out of the mindset. And I can still enjoy something I love, but have it in a mindful way. So knowing your triggers and what makes you want to eat, whether it's emotions or senses, is super important, and how that works for you. You'll get to know me more each day. I don't want to make the video too long, but with this last pregnancy, it was the hardest, most challenging time of my life. And even though I was actually such a good place eating-wise, I was eating good quality food I've been coaching, and I'd gone back to school for holistic nutrition 5 years before this, and I really was in a great place. I went to 3 different nutritionists. I could not figure out why I was gaining so much weight. I gained from my lowest at 162 to 210 pounds. And that's how I found out I was pregnant. I went to the doctor because all of a sudden I jumped up to 175 in the first month before I even knew I was pregnant. And I said, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I don't know what's happening. And that was the feeling that I had for the entire pregnancy. But looking back, I can be honest and say, when we talk about triggers for eating, I was feeding anxiety. I was incredibly scared and anxious about how I was going to handle a 5th baby when my career had finally taken off, and I was running a huge catering company, and I worked through every day of that pregnancy, getting up at 5 in the morning and cooking till 4 in the afternoon and sending deliveries out all over the country. And then, the cleanup and organizing and bringing in orders and marketing and coaching. And my husband was at work, and all of the pressure was on me. And it really took me taking back myself and owning that and getting in control of my anxiety and my work and my stress and my me time to move past that and get back to my happy weight. And I couldn't do it. I got stuck at 175, just doing things my way. And that was when I got introduced to the 2B mindset. And I'd already been introduced to Beachbody On Demand, and that's what helped me get there because my body was completely different. I started strength training, and I never used weights before. I'd always been terrified of them. I thought of myself as a big girl my whole life. I didn't know that I was just fat. And strength training was huge for me in terms of my mindset. But the 2B mindset broke down all the lies I told myself my whole life and really dug into the psychology and the nutrition in a new way, taking tracking to a new way and understanding the point of the food groups in a totally different way. So I am so excited for you to be on this journey because you're going to achieve things you never thought possible. I feel so much more confident and relaxed in myself. And today it was at 148 on my way to 135, which is the ideal weight for my height. And my initial goal had just been 150, just to, for the first time in my life, be out of that overweight category and be just at the top of normal BMI. And now I'm going to the middle of my BMI, and I feel completely confident that I'll get there slowly, 2 pounds at a time. And you will too. So I'm so excited to be on this journey.